And my next guest has expanded this citizen journalism more than anybody. Andrew Breitbart started out working on the brand new and suddenly popular Drudge Report. Then he started his own website, biggovernment.com, which helped take down Acorn and more recently helped take down Congressman Anthony Weiner. So why do they bring this stuff to you all the time, Andrew? How do you get all these stories?
Well, I get the stories that the mainstream media won't cover, and they tend to be left-of-center stories. If somebody came to me with the David Vitter story or the Governor Sanford story, of course I would do it. I'm passionate about the story.
So anybody watching now who gets something on their cell phone camera and isn't getting somewhere with their local media, if they go to biggovernment.com, you may spread the word if it's interesting.
I go to speeches and I give out my cell phone number. I give my email is andrew@breitbart.com. We were able to break the Anthony Weiner story because somebody tweeted to me at 7:30 at night on the Friday before Memorial Day. I'm incredibly accessible because
But this wasn't a secret story. It was around. Other media had it. They were covering it. They were at first saying, oh, yeah, I believe he was hacked. But it wasn't just your story, but it became your story. How come?
Well, actually, we were the first ones to report that there was a tweet that contained that gray bulge underwear. But it was all night Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all the way into Tuesday that the mainstream media tried to stop the story from happening, tried to take his side. Some even called me the hacker. It reminded me of 13 years ago when Matt Drudge broke the Monica Lewinsky story, and for 5 full days the media tried to stop the dam from breaking. They can't control the dam from breaking anymore.
And they called Matt Drudge a liar. They said he was making this up just to get President Clinton, and none of those people ever apologized to him, did they?
I'm glad you noticed that as well.
Speaking of the mainstream media, I'm a little bit ashamed of this one, but I'm revealing now for the first time publicly that when I worked at 2020, you, who I didn't know at the time, pitched me with this story about Acorn and the sting, and I didn't cover it. And you remember that, I assume?
Oh, do I ever? I mean, I've referenced it in speeches that I went to ABC to a producer because I realized you can't just break a story on a blog. You have to get the mainstream media to cover it as well. And so I thought, what the hey? I'll call up John Stossel. Seems like an honest guy. Seems like he'd think that the president's vaunted community organizing group treating a fake prostitute and a fake pimp with servants with a smile in every office except for one. I thought, maybe there's a story here.
What did I tell you?
And I remember you said that it is a story and that you would probably commit a month to a story like this because it is so blatant, but you said that the politics within ABC were just, that you couldn't do it.
And that's true. I had all kinds of good stories I couldn't get on, but, well, I could have had that scoop, and I blew it. So annoyed. But I've moved on from that. And I'm struck by how you are now, as much as anyone, the person the left hates most. And recently you went to this Netroots conference, and they went crazy on you. We have a clip of that.
Have you ever done cocaine? Yes or no? Have you ever slept with a prostitute? Have you? A male one? Have you? Be careful. Coward! 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 Coward!
So you finally just left. What are they so freaked out about? You're just a guy telling another side of the story.
Well, a week before that, I was being accused of being Congressman Weiner's hacker by the Daily Kos, which is a very prominent website on the left. Its founder goes on Meet the Press. I'm never invited on Meet the Press. I was also called by Joan Walsh of Salon. She's on TV all the time. She accused me of savaging the girl that Anthony Weiner sent the tweet to, even though we redacted her name and didn't make her a part of the story. So the left lies about me while they tell me that I practice bad journalism. So what I wanted to do was to go confront my accusers. And as I got there, they asked me if I've slept with gay prostitutes. No. Whether I'm addicted to cocaine. No. And they just went out. They went out of their mind. That guy was screaming crazy things at me. He got security basically to kick me out of the place. And then he calls me a coward, even though I wanted to go confront these people and ask them some basic questions about why they feel that they can use the press and the new media to lie about people on the right like they have done habitually over me.
And just for the record, isn't it the Daily Kos, or is it pronounced Kaz or Kos?
Daily Kos. I don't know. His name's Marcos Molitzis. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew Breitbart. Coming up,